Alright, now we're going to do a mapping cross. This is a bit more difficult, and we're going to map with our unknown being purple. So right here, you can look up on a list that I'm going to put on the OneDrive. You can look and find out what chromosome and the location for your unknown. So in this particular case, purple, which nobody has purple, so I won't be giving anything away, is on chromosome 2, located at 54. Now, what this means is I need to find some more mutants on chromosome 2 to cross with these so that I can find out it's the actual location, which is at 54. So what mutants could I use? Well, if we go back over here, there's a list, and so we need to look at all the ones that are on 2. And the ones that are on 2, I picked a few here. We could choose brown, black, or dumpy. They do need to be recessive. So all of these, you'll have to find that out as well. But all of these will work with our mutant. I'm just going to pick 2 of these, either dumpy and black or brown and black, one of these. And we're going to make a mapping cross based on the numbers that we get. Will give us an idea of the distance here. All right, so to begin with, here, let me clear this. All right, reset everything. But to begin with, we need to create. All right, and this is the important part. We need to first, our first step, and this is for all of you, we need to create heterozygous females for our first cross. So heterozygous in what though? All right, big letter, small letter. Heterozygous, well, for your unknown. So whatever your unknown is. All right, females. That's our first step. So we're doing this first. And so let's go and do that actually here. All right, we've cleared everything. So I need heterozygous, and I said our unknown is purple. So what we need to do is we need to go find purple eyes right here. And we're doing females. So we select that for mating. Now these are homozygous purple, homozygous females though. We need heterozygous, so what we have to do is we have to design a male, make them wild type, and the progeny of these will be heterozygous. So if I hit this, and so I want a female heterozygote, and so notice that this is a recessive trait, so I cross it here with a dominant wild type. So that means these females and these males are both heterozygous for the purple eyes. But we want the female, so we're going to select that one to mate, and that's going to be the main one you have to set up beforehand, and pretty much everybody has to do this. So you're going to do this and set up your heterozygous females. So now we need to go and design the male that we want to cross with it. Well, the male needs to be, all right, and here's our second step. Let me write this down. The second step, all right, is we're going to need to make males to cross with the heterozygous females. All right, and that means heterozygous unknown. All right, that are, all right, now here's the key. They need to be, oops, lost my place here. They need to have that trait that involves the mutations that are on chromosome 2. We need at least 2. You could do 3. So the ones we were looking at, oops, were, well, we're using purple as our unknown. So it needs to be 2 of these 3, or even all 3. I'll just do 2. So let's do black and dumpy. All right, 54 is near those. We could do brown, which is a little further away, but we'll do these and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to go back up here, and these males are going to be what? Well, they're going to be homozygous, and these are all recessive traits. So I said they need to be homozygous black for one trait, but then the other one was, I said dumpy. And what dumpy is here, it's a wing shape. All right, so we now have males that are homozygous, dumpy, and homozygous recessive. These are recessive traits. So homozygous, like little a, and little b, little b. All right, and we're crossing it with a heterozygote female that we created that has that recessive unknown. In this case, it's purple. So the purple doesn't show up, all right, in this female. We created this female in the first cross. Now we are going to mate it with this double mutant, if you want to call it that, and we're going to mate these flies. Now the thing is, you end up with 2 pretty much wild-like flies, right? And here's the key. For our final cross, we're going to mate these 2 together, all right, and this will be your results that you are going to run and find your mapping distances. All right, so you'll need to write down all of these and put them into your you should have what there are actually 10 here. You don't actually have to worry about male and female in this particular case, so you can add the males and females that look the same here up, because this is not a sex-linked trait. You would have to worry about this if it were a sex-linked trait. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to collect these numbers, and I'm going to do the actual chi-squared and calculations for you separately. But here's how you would run it through the fly gene, the fly lab.